Hello, my name is James from Digging for Deals, and I was gonna tell you how I got here. How I got to the point where I'm selling on eBay now. Which I mean, some people make a lot of money selling on eBay, but we're just starting out. Um, and just got here as a person. I mean, I pretty much do vlogs weekly, but that might change, that might not. Who knows? Um, but as a kid, which this is probably going to sound rehearsed because I've done it 3 times. Each time I messed up. Um, I have anxiety and depression. So if something's off just by a little bit where I don't like it, I delete it. And it's so frustrating, but it's just how I am. So a lot of things that you'll probably hear are just how I am. Um, but as a kid, I was picked on, called names, treated badly, pretty much constantly. I did have a few friends, but they kind of drifted away after an incident, which I'll go over in a bit. But then my family life, I don't know why, but my family's not really close. I've never understood that. Like we used to have family gatherings, but now everybody's kind of spread out. I don't get it. Um, then I honestly don't get it. Because even a lot of them live far away and whatnot. We don't talk to each other. I think that's kind of the common age now. You just don't talk to your family, even though normally they're all you got. Um, but I mean, my family here, they fought a lot. I mean, but that's family. You have discussions, you don't agree, and then you fight. It's just common. Um, I don't know any family that doesn't fight. Even even some of the nicest people sometimes end up fighting, so it's just something that happens. But as a kid, that wasn't the best thing to hear. I mean, you're told that you're they love each other and whatnot, but then you see something else, which they probably won't like this video, but I'm gonna just kind of go over what all happened, why I'm here and why I'm like this, why I I get depressed. Sometimes I barely want to talk. Um but in school, like I said, I was bullied. Um Honestly, I was treated like a punching bag. Um we probably shouldn't say, but one kid punched me and it left green and purple and everything else bruises on me. I didn't feel it. I couldn't feel it. um, a lot of people took that as a challenge and they punched me and whatnot. And I'm like, I honestly don't feel it. I don't know if that's a actual medical problem or not, but I just can't feel it. And I don't understand, honestly. But I've been to the doctor so many times throughout my life that it's kind of ridiculous. I've been diagnosed with seizures, with depression, with anxiety. In fact, I'm taking anxiety and depression meds now, which aren't really helping, if I'm being completely honest. I don't know what would help, but I also was diagnosed with some learning difficulties. Um, Recently I had to get my gallbladder removed and a whole bunch of other things. I'm not good in mental or physical health. Um, but like I said, I had good friends for a little bit. once I was in school. Some that I thought were really good friends, and then one of them said as a senior prank they were going to kill me and drop me from the rafters and let my entrails fall all over the gym floor. And I just didn't want to be a part of that anymore. Like, I shut myself off from pretty much everyone. Um, I then got a job at Casey's after I graduated, which luckily I graduated. My grades, at least well on a certain medicine, were not great. Never give your kids, if they have seizures, Topamax. That's awful. In fact, if there's ever a lawsuit, I'm definitely going for it. And not just for the money, but because it's happened to a lot of people. It messes with your mental health. It messes with your ability to learn. Like, it's not a good medicine. It shouldn't be given to anyone. They tried to put me on it again, I believe, or a similar strain to it. And I'm like, no, I don't want anywhere near it. And I didn't. I I didn't. Um, but my first job was at a gas station, Casey's, which I actually loved that job. I always, as a kid, looked up to the people speaking on the microphone and stuff because I'm like, wow, they can talk to people. Um, which, if you don't know, especially with me, kind of voice cracking and stuff, I'm not good at talking to people. I'm not good at recordings. I'm not good at any of this. I'm just trying. But um that job I did pretty good on making pizzas and working the register. Um I couldn't run the sub side. It's just it was a lot of pressure on me cuz the person's looking straight at you and you have to either make conversation or make the sandwich faster. And I couldn't do either. So I would constantly say sorry and stuff because I was taking forever to make a person sandwich, and they finally moved me to pizza side, which I did really well on pizza side. I don't really know why, but I did. And then I put a plastic tray, which apparently went into one of the biggest blunders book or whatever that the boss had, which she said she put in a rat in the oven and let it cook, and I'm like, that no, plastic being in there versus a rat being in there, I think the rat wins. But I mean, after that they moved me again, which I guess that was my third chance. Um, and I was on cashier. I did good for like 8 months as a cashier. I honestly did. Um, Besides talking with people and sometimes getting flustered because a lot of them came at once and we had a rush, and some people were like, "Don't throw my coins at me," and I'm like, "I didn't. At least I didn't mean to. Like, if they slip out of my hands, I'm I'm not doing well." Um, that was actually the job that I had to get my gallbladder removed, which was pretty recent, a few years ago. But it's just gonna be a lot of ums because I'm struggling to get this out. But I had to get it removed because we got free soda, free drinks, and it formed gallstones, which I had so many that it was filled, and there was nothing they could do. They had to remove it, or I would have died, which was not good. Um, After that, I got I was out of job for like 3 months, I believe. No place was hiring. One guy, I believe, offered for me to work for him, uh, doing fence posts and stuff, but I already was working at Casey's at the time. So once I was out of the job at Casey's, he didn't he didn't say anything. which kind of sucks because I probably could do a little bit of farm work. I mean, I know how to plow, even though it hurts my back. I know how to, especially working the mechanical plow. That's awful on your back. It's like a really high pressure massage gun or something, or a massage chair. It's not gonna feel good. Um, but I mean, I know how to plant seeds. Dad loves plants. Um, he was raised as a farmer, so I was kind of introduced to how to do a lot of that stuff. Um, I like it, but at the same time, I don't. And that's just probably because I don't like being outside. I I don't. I mean, my dream job as a kid was to be a paleontologist, and he started getting me thinking about it. I'm like, I wouldn't like that because you have to be outside and it's blistering heat, and I just wouldn't like that. But after that, and like 3 months of no job, I was helping my parents, I believe at the time, with raking and other stuff, but I had nothing, and I was just kind of I saved a little, but it didn't really amount to that much. I think it was 6,000 I saved, but all that's gone now, honestly. Um, but then I got a job at G&W, which I got that job because which I asked them for 3 times pretty much, and then I saw an old lady fall. I'm like, "Are you okay?" I checked the floor to make sure there was no water and stuff, and they offered me a job. And then I worked there for 6 months, I believe. And after that, um, I asked a girl to go to the movies, and I was gonna bring a friend because she was cousins with him. Apparently, that was frowned upon, and I got fired for that. But at the time, it was 6 months, so that old lady could not sue the company, and I believe I was just fired because I was kind of a I guess support for them if they got into um a legal lawsuit because I saw it happen. I saw that there was no water and whatnot. So, I mean, if they just would have let me go, I'd have been okay with it. But they made up something so ridiculous. Like, why? But we're in Missouri. They don't have to tell you anything about, oh, you're getting fired for this. So, whatever. Um, I believe a few months after that, I started working at Stonecrest, which is a nursing home. Um, which that was fine. I did great as working on laundry and housekeeping. Honestly, I did. Um, like the boss would always say I'm doing a good job and stuff. He would ask me to do extra things, which I was trying to get to be like in maintenance or something, because then I could learn more. But they never got me the opportunity, and I got one of the residents went crazy, and I had a really bad seizure, like a really bad seizure. Um, I don't remember much of it, but I remember some, and it wasn't good. And then my ex told me about it, and I didn't know, but I was like, I remember being on the ground, and then I remember being in bed, and that's it. But it just was bad because if somebody's cursing at you and everything else, and basically all violent, I don't know what to do in those situations. And I kind of walk up. Um, then after that, I started getting really sick, or my ex wanted me there, so she had me call out, which, again, really bad idea. don't rush into anything. Um, I shouldn't have. I honestly shouldn't have rushed in, but I did, and I got burned for it. Um, every relationship I've ever been in has been kind of bad. In fact, a lot of them cheated on me or lied to me or, made fun of me. And I'm kind of sick of it. Um, but she used me for money. She used me for a lot of things because she, quote unquote, hurt her arm. So she couldn't work. So I had to pay for everything. While she ran around with other guys and stuff, I came home with her in bed with another guy, and I wanted to cry. I knew where our gun was as well because I bought her a gun, and I'm like, in which I grabbed that once I moved because I'm like, I don't want somebody that's gonna hurt me have something that I bought. She already has my dog. I bought that dog, and then she tells everybody, "Oh, my grandpa bought this." No, no, I bought it. Yeah, it was just a really bad situation, which is whatever. It's a learning experience, but dad knew instantly, and mom knew pretty much instantly that she wasn't a good person because I mentioned how much money I had because I wasn't really worried. I didn't think she would be as bad as she was. But all of my money went away pretty much because of her um, not paying bills and stuff. And then her and her grandma thought I was money hungry, which I wasn't. I asked her to, can we split everything up and you pay half? And she said no and called me money hungry. So yeah, that wasn't good. I mean, the Bible even says to listen to your parents, and I kind of didn't. I I guess I thought that hey, she might not be that bad. I mean, I still listened because that's when I started catching on a lot about what she was doing, and I eventually just had enough. Um, and then I got mom to help me move back in which I don't know. That was my first experience of me trying to grow up, trying to get my own place. I should have honestly just kicked her out. That's what I should have done, but I didn't. And after that, they changed my job role. I think so I could avoid her as much as possible. Um, because they knew how much I detested the woman. I didn't want to be anywhere near her. Um, and I was a home under for a while, which things were okay for a while. Then one of the residents, um, he said that I raped another girl. I said, "What?" Because I would never do anything like that. And then after that, more and more and more rumors came up. And on top of that, my because of her, my anxiety and depression were already skyrocketing. There were days that I just slept for 14, 16 hours because I didn't want to get out of bed. I pretty much, because they had me working nonstop, I pretty much just went to work, went to bed, went to work, went to bed. I did nothing fun. I was tired, and I eventually quit there. In which then, after that, I kind of struggled with unemployment because Dad said that I need to try. In which I guess I forgot to tell him that I wrote a note to him so I wouldn't get it anyway. But I didn't know that at the time. So I struggled with them, and then we went to Goodwill and we bought some stuff to resell. Um, I recently learned that mom and dad sold stuff on eBay. I didn't know about that. And so their account has a lot of good reviews from buying and selling and stuff. So I tried to sell things. It didn't work for a while, and then we found the Don't Miss outlet, in which I didn't like it at first. There was way too many people. Like, especially with the pandemic going on, I didn't want to be there. But then after, I want to say 2 or 3 months, I started really liking it. I think it was after I found either I or dad found all the Pokemon cards. I'm like, wow, there's Pokemon cards here. This is cool. And because that's one of the things I like. Um, I said, okay, I'll start going, and now I look forward to going. I send them all the links that they post and whatnot. Granted, they don't look at them because it's hardly anything we find. So, but yeah, life is tough, but you gotta just keep going, and things don't start overnight. Um, so I mean, we're doing much better now. I've gotten pictures much better. I have the all the picture stuff back there, the ring lights and everything, and I've been trying to get everything done by like Friday because we get stuff by Saturday. But in a way, that's gonna be a little hard because now I believe every other week, uh, one of my friends is gonna be doing a D&D game, which is Dungeons and Dragons, and another one does one on Sundays. So I'm gonna have 2 days, at least at night, taken up, and I won't be able to do all that much. But we only get, I want to say 30 items at most usually. Sometimes we get more, but I can if I listed 5 a day, I'd be fine. Um, it's just part of learning how much you can handle in a day. I mean, I listed around 30 in one day just by taking pictures the day before and then listing them all the next day. For some reason, taking pictures is one of the worst things for me. I don't know why. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to show kind of my story on getting here. Getting to be a reseller because I have nowhere else to work in this town. I can't drive. I can't do really anything. And I'm trying to get help for my mental state, which is why I'm taking medicine, but it's not helping. So, if you ever have problems, I mean, look at me. I have disability. I have, well, I don't have disability. I have disabilities. But I have disabilities. I have a whole bunch of stuff. Mom's working at a place called DCI where they take care of people with disabilities and stuff and help them. So every time I say or that I have disabilities and I don't understand something, she says, "Well, this and this and this," which isn't very helpful. Um, but she gets her point across. It just, I don't know, rubs me the wrong way a little bit because, yeah, I want to succeed at this, but at the same time, I need help. Like, what am I gonna do once they go? They go to live somewhere else or something, and because they already said I was getting this house, which I don't know about that, but we'll see. And if that happens, then I won't have a ride or anything. I'm trying to get our neighbors to go to Don't Miss Outlet, and then I'd have a ride there every Saturday and just have to pay for gas or something. But I don't know. That's just That's just future anxiety and I don't have to worry about, which I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, this video just was kind of showing what went on in my life. It wasn't a happy road. It was a road with a lot of trials and probably a lot more to come. But I'll get through them eventually. We have a giveaway actually because we hit 40 subscribers. It's a Minecraft figure, which is Minecraft Steve. I believe I said in the last vlog. Pikachu, which was like a model, and then a phone sterilizer and some bowls. So since we hit 40 subscribers, A will be the Pikachu and the Minecraft Steve thing, which that's more of a kitty thing. But who knows? People like action figures and stuff. Um, B would be the sterilizer, and then C would be the bowls. Anyways, have a good day. Like, share, and subscribe.